Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. The art exhibit series on Now in collaboration with the Art Society of Trinidad and Tobago continues. And this one is an interview with a difference. In studio, we have Orlando Griffith, the artist, who's also known as Morpheus, and Sherron Harford, another beautiful artist, on set this morning. Good morning to both of you and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have both of you with us on the show. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the first time that we have had two artists on set with us. So this is absolutely phenomenal. So we need to get to know both of you. We're going to start with you, though, Orlando.
Sure.
Interesting. You're Morpheus. Tell us why you're Morpheus.
It's a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm a strength and conditioning specialist,
Okay.
and I used to work with the national football team.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I didn't have the beard. I just used to wear my shades and stuff on the field. And they say, like, you look like Morpheus. So then, that's how athletes are. It's stuck. So I kind of use it now as a sobriquet.
Okay, well, definitely understood. And I can only imagine without the beard and with the sunglasses, it would make a difference. And when did you get involved in art? Because that's an interesting jump from strength and conditioning to art.
Well, I've always been an artist, but I haven't done it for like over 20 years. And what kind of happened was there was a few tragedies in my life, and I kind of used that opportunity to kind of tap into something that would probably bring some type of therapy. And it worked.
Yeah.
So within the last 2 years, I really kind of dove deep into it, and it became something that I guess became beautiful.
Definitely, it has become beautiful because you are beautifying our set this morning.
Thank you.
And Sharon, so are you. Welcome again.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. When did you get involved in art?
For as long as I can remember.
Really?
My older sister is actually still an exhibiting artist in Canada, and she was my be-all and end-all. So whatever she did, I wanted to try to do. I followed her around, and it continued through school. I did 1 year of art school away, and then reality took over, and became a wife and a mother, and worked, and started again I did a course with Harry Bryden. I did one with Jackie Hingson. Discovered that watercolors was my nemesis, and would do little things with grandchildren and children. And then when COVID came around, our teacher, who's a dear friend of mine actually, Beverly Fitzwilliam Harris, was encouraged by Vanessa Dalla Costa, a mosaic artist, to start teaching art again. Beverly taught for 20 years at Bishop Anstey High School. And we started with, I think it was 6 people were allowed to be in the same room at the same time. And it then morphed into Beverly having now 2 full classes. And it's been an amazing journey with her. It's brought about an awakening and slowly but surely confidence building, meeting the most amazing people. Artists are very, very generous people.
Yes.
They share their talent and their knowledge, so it's all just the most positive journey ever.
It sounds so. I can hear the joy and the positivity in what you're saying right now. It radiates from you. Do you share these same sentiments being under the tutelage of Beverly?
Yes. Well, I've also been very fortunate in my reintroduction to art to meet with Fitzroy Hoyt and Sundiata and some other really good artists to really kind of get me started again. So I really had a lot of support going into this, and then I was very lucky to meet Bev too a few months ago, and with her help I was able to produce something that I never thought I could. So these 2 pieces that I have in front here are 2 practice pieces that turn out to be something really interesting.
All right, great. Well, let's get into these 2 pieces. Let's start with the first one that we have on set, which is right behind me here. What's the name of this? Morpheus.
Yeah. So the first one is, if you could, well, I could ask you a question. What does it look like?
A bird.
Okay, what type of bird?
So I was going to be like, I can't tell her. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So I was wondering what it was. I was like, is this a kokriko?
No.
Is this a kobo?
It's a kobo.
It's a kobo. Yeah.
And he's spectacular.
So
He is spectacular.
I picked up photography, and what I started to do is just really try to shoot some of the subjects myself.
Right.
And I saw this kobo up on Lady Chancellor just relaxing one day. And he looked very majestic and, proud of himself. So I took some photos of him.
Beautiful.
And this was the first piece that I tried on my own. And Bev, she supported me with it. And that's what I got. So this is Monsieur Kubo. And
That's the name of him, Monsieur Kubo?
Monsieur Kubo.
Okay.
And And, you know, the goal is to make somebody like a kobo. Nobody really think a kobo would be something or a subject to really kind of pay attention to. But when you really look at birds, if you really look really close, you can see that iridescent color. You can see that, you know, within their feathers. So that's why I chose that subject.
Well, you did an excellent job on that. Let's go to the next one that is just behind you as well. This is quite interesting.
Right. So I'm a nature lover.
Okay.
And this is up at Maracas, St. Joseph, by the Maracas waterfall. So I went for a walk one day and I saw some epiphytes, some plants that live on trees. And for some reason, it just interested me, and I took a photo of it and came back. This was the very first painting that I did with Bev.
Okay.
And, you know, she just guided me as to what I should do with the lighting and everything and how to use the medium, because I never really could work with acrylics before. I was pretty good at watercolor, but acrylics I really was struggling with. So this was the first piece that I did with Bev.
Well, I like this, and it's interesting you mentioned you're pretty good with watercolors, so it's time to go to Sharon, who is already shaking her head and saying no. Sharon, let's go to your first piece that we have on set this morning. What's the name of it?
Which one is that one?
This is the one where I believe they're under a shed. Looks like something's being cut.
That's Sweet Anne.
Sweet Anne, okay.
That is Sweet Anne. That is Trini life, people getting together to throw things together in a pot and share a good time and share a day.
Yeah. Well, it definitely is the capturing the essence of what we know as you said, Sweet Anne there. Tell us, similar to what Orlando, or Morpheus rather, said, do you take a photo prior to painting, or do you go from memory?
No, a photo definitely, but it's not necessarily my photograph. And if it is a photograph that someone else has taken, of course, one has to try to get in touch with them to get permission to use it as inspiration. And if not, of course, we're obliged to make sure that we change many things in it. You can't copy something without having their permission. So again, that was done with Bev, saying over and over again, look for your light source, look for your light source. We tease her about it actually, but she explains to us how light affects color and how it changes and gives dimension and gives mood. So it's everything that we do it. But with Bev guiding us.
Absolutely beautiful. Now let's talk about the next one, where I'm sure you definitely paid keen attention to your light source with this next painting.
That's all my ducks in a row. That's Wildfowl Trust, where we have been out a couple of times with Beverly again. I may say Flossie every now and again. That is her friend nickname. And Orlando took lots of pictures there, some fabulous photographs, and some of us, we did plein air and sat and we took pictures because not everyone could finish the painting in the time that we had. So that was, I think, was it about 6 weeks ago? About 6 weeks, 2 months ago, down at Wildfowl Trust.
Oh, excellent. And what mediums do you use here?
Acrylic.
Acrylic. You said that quite emphatically.
Yeah, but taught that by Beverly. I'd never used acrylic before. I used oils and charcoal and pencil and did ceramic busts.
Oh, lovely.
At school and here and away. But I never actually really painted before Beverly, except
wonderful.
The attempts at watercolor, which remain hidden forever and ever.
It will come, definitely. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is a show coming up as well, correct?
Yes. It's on the 25th at the Art Society for 5 days. The first day is a Tuesday. It starts around 6 p.m. And we're really encouraging everyone to come out and support and, you know, come and see some interesting things.
Definitely.
It's 20 of us and different styles. I think we all would love to buy everybody else's paintings because the difference in styles, the difference in reproduction, the difference in the feeling that you get looking at the painting. Some very, very talented people that we're honored to be a part of, and Morpheus is the only gentleman.
Oh, good job.
Representing for the men there.
Yes, he's
absolutely wonderful. Well, Morpheus and Sharon, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for loaning us your incredible artwork for the week. We appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing more of you, including your show coming up.
Well, we look forward to seeing you all at our little exhibition.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely, we look forward to it. Orlando Griffith, Morpheus, and Sherron Harford joining us this morning. They are resident artists on set for the week as we continue our collaboration with the Art Society of Trinidad and Tobago. And speaking about collaboration, stay tuned because after this break, it's going to be time to get moving.